Today I'll be ranking the top 10 outfielders that you guys can be using in Season 4 of MLB The Show 23. So basically what I'll be doing is just including outfielders from sets 3 and 4. And before we get into the video, make sure you guys do hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. But starting off with some honorable mentions right here, we're going to go ahead and start with Nick Castellanos. Such a good card. Probably in my number 11 spot. He might be in that 9-10 spot. He easily could be, I should say. Such a good card, maxed out contact and clutch. Really good. Castellanos cards are always amazing. So, like that card right there. Dante Bichette, another really good card. Again, maxed out contact and clutch on him as well. And then another one, Nelson Cruz. This card came out just a day or two ago. And, really good card there. Tons of good options. Stanton, as we know, we can get him for free. It's just from playing the game, essentially, right? So, really good card there. But then now we jump into our number 10 spot, though. Those are some guys I just wanted to mention. Really good options, that's my 11 through 15 probably. But starting off with number 10. And at number 10, it might be a little bit of a bias pick because I am a Brewers fan, but Jackson Chourio, super good card right here. New card from the ranked program. The contact is a little bit lower than a lot of these other guys, but it's still really good. I think good enough to to be a monster, right? He's got that amazing power to go along with that. He's essentially going to have maxed out clutch once you get him up to P5 at P3 or P4. He's going to have 99 speed. Diamond defense, super good card right here. Might be the card you guys choose from the ranked program if you choose to do that. Center fielder. You could play him kind of anywhere in the outfield, which is nice as well. But then moving on to our number 9 spot, actually another Brewer player here, Christian Yelich. And Christian Yelich cards just always have super good swings, always play super well. He's going to absolutely rake against righties. Not a ton of quirks. Rally monkey, kind of it. Not a ton of quirks on Yelich, but going to rake against righties, solid against lefties. At P5 is going to have that maxed out clutch, and 92 speed on a Yelich card is amazing. So you can get that up to 95 plus. Diamond defense on a Yelich card, super nice. Yelich cards, like I said, just always play. I think above his attributes too. Number 8 is Randy Arozarena, and this card, similar to the Jackson Chourio card, won't have maxed out contact or anything, but I do think his contact is good enough. 117 is obviously, just in my opinion, perfectly fine, but even 112 is fine as well, because you will get that up once you parallel him up, and I just think it's fine because you're pairing that with essentially maxed out power. His clutch is going to be maxed out at P5. Not a great defender, right? You're going to want to play him in left or right. And then 74 speed is good enough as well. 74 speed will play, get that up to, high 70s. That's not too bad. And again, I think the contact is good enough for sure, especially since the clutch is nearly maxed. And once you get him to P5 is going to be maxed out. Number 7 is Cody Bellinger right here, and maxed out contact both sides, maxed out clutch. He's going to be an unreal defender. At parallel 5s, going to be nearly maxed out as a defender, and then 86 speed. The ability to get that up to 90 plus is super nice, and then the power is not completely maxed out or anything, but it's good enough to hit home runs every once in a while. And then this card's just going to be great. Hitting it. Hitting extra base hits, hitting in the gap. Being able to get doubles, triples, things like that. And then, like I said, getting the occasional home run, because 105, 102, with the ability to get that up a little bit more is definitely good enough. At number 6 is another monthly awards lightning card, and this is Julio Rodriguez. Take a look at his quirks first. He has good quirks. So, a lot of these other players we've been going through haven't really had many good quirks, but, dead red, breaking ball hitter. He's a few that you are going to want, as far as quirks go. So that's super nice. And then just looking at this card, maybe he should be a spot or two higher, because maxed out contact both sides, maxed out clutch, maxed out speed, maxed out arm. And as far as that J-Rod goes, I would play him in center because he has maxed out speed, maxed out arm, really good defense just in general. And yeah, just a super good all-around card in J-Rod. But then moving on to number 5, we have the new Miguel Cabrera card. And for the simple fact that this dude can flat out rake, right? Maxed out contact, both sides, maxed out clutch. He's got, amazing power. Like, he's going to be maxed out power against righties at P4. He's going to be up to, 115 plus once you parallel him up against power against lefties. He's got solid vision. Hitting wise, no weakness whatsoever. 52 speed's not great, but, he would be able to play the corner outfield spots with, 55 speed or so. He's got decent defense, a decent arm as well. So you don't really think of Miguel Cabrera as like a corner outfielder, probably a first baseman, but he is an option, and I figured I would include him just because he can flat out rake and can play that left or right field spot there for you. Number 4 is Charlie Blackmon, and if we're comparing him to the last card we just went over, the Miguel Cabrera, Charlie Blackmon definitely has a lot more speed, but the Miguel Cabrera just has a little bit more power. So it's kind of up to you. If you prefer the speed, I would go Charlie Blackmon. If you prefer the little bit of power, I would go with Miguel Cabrera. You can't go wrong with either. Both are amazing cards. I just prefer speed a little bit over, some power. That's just me personally. But yeah, this card's amazing. Charlie Blackmon always has really good swings too. So I really like Charlie Blackmon cards just in general. Quirks, kind of continuing the theme of these cards. For some reason, these cards just don't really have great quirks. All of these cards that we've went over. Which is interesting, but yeah, so this card's really good. A nice left-handed bat, especially if you need a left-handed bat too. I would lean Charlie Blackmon over the righty Miguel Cabrera. Number 3 is the Set 3 collection card, Ronald Acuna Jr., maxed out contact to both sides. He's got, just a 102 power against righties. That's good enough, I think. He will be able to hit the occasional home run against righties. And then power against lefties is great at 115. Vision's great as well, 111. 125 clutch is fully maxed out arm at 99. 90 speed, can get that up to 95, which is super, super nice. And yeah, good fielding and all of that. Diamond defense is really nice to have on top of that. Super good card, right? No weakness except for, I guess you could say, the power against righties if you want to nitpick, but you can even get that up higher, and it's just a super good card. Ronald Acuna at the number 3 spot, but at the number 2 spot, we do have the Set 4 collection card, and that is Mookie Betts right here. I mean, this might be the best Mookie Betts we've ever gotten. Can play him anywhere in the outfield. Maxed out contact, both sides, maxed out clutch. Good power right there. Similar power numbers actually to Acuna, just a tick up from where Acuna is. 103 vision is good enough. And then, look at that fielding. That says it all, right? But you're basically going to have maxed out fielding at P5, 83 speed, off the bat right there. And then quirks on top of that. Probably, unfazed, dead red, breaking ball hitter, rally monkey. A lot of quirks, 9 quirks. And comparing them to all the other cards have kind of been lacking on the quirks that we've gone over so far, but this one is stacked out with 9, which is really nice. And like I said, probably might be the best Mookie card that we've ever gotten in an MLB The Show game. But that number 1 is not too much of a surprise, and that's Mike Trout. This card is crazy good and still crazy expensive, over 600K. But yeah, unbelievable card. At P5 is going to have, nearly maxed out fielding on top of the maxed out speed, maxed out steal, maxed out against righties, maxed out clutch, maxed out discipline. Vision is a little bit low, but I think it's Mike Trout. This card, the hitting stats are so good that the vision, slightly low on the vision is fine, I guess, especially it really only matters on the higher difficulty. So, that might be, his only weakness, I guess, but might not matter at the end of the day. Decent quirks as well on top of that, and like I said, he's still above 600K, so maybe not an affordable option necessarily, but I hope that some of these other guys, if you can't get Trout, you can use some of these other cards who are a little more affordable, a little easier to get. Otherwise, let me know what you guys think of my top 10 list, but that'll pretty much be it for this one. I appreciate you guys for sticking around to the end. I'll see you guys next time. Peace.